who loves a good hair challenge, watch to see the new step that I tried to tackle this blonding service. This is my client when she first came in. She had so many uneven tones and banding in her hair. The first thing I thought we should do is to give her an all-over glossing to even her up. I'm using a Cooler Natural Level 8. She has so much warmth in her hair and a lot of really super light yellow and orange spots that I wanted to even her up, cool her down, and to just give a more even canvas as we start the service. So obviously I'm a loser and I didn't take a picture or a video of after we had toned her, but you can kind of see here in the video that her hair is more even. It doesn't have a lot of super bright pieces in her hair anymore or super orangey spots. So it accomplished what I was hoping we would do. And she has a lot of weak areas in her hair too, so I didn't want to go in with a heavy blonde. So we're just kind of doing a partial right now just to see how her hair holds up. And then since this is the first service, after this I'll be able to gauge what her hair can handle, and then we'll go brighter from here. So the thing that's really interesting about my client is that she had gone to a gal previously and she has always wanted to go blonde. The picture that she showed me was super bright white blonde, but I thought we should play it safe and not go as blonde for the first service. And her previous stylist toned her actually darker than what she came in with. So I knew that we had either a challenge on my hand because her hair is either hard to lift and get super bright, or she has so much warmth deposited back into her hair that she's going to be hard to break through the brassiness. So either way, I wasn't really sure where we were going to end up, how light we were going to get, and what her hair could handle. So this service was definitely a challenge in not really knowing where we were going to end up at. On the part of her hair, I'm going through and I'm taking some larger panels and then I'm weaving and backcombing them so that way it's a little bit more of a piecey, brighter spot, but kind of blended and blends into her roots also. And then underneath her part on both sides, I'm just going in heavily and doing larger panels to brighten up her hair. And then we're still weaving out some of her natural just for some dimension, but we're just trying to keep the brightness around the front and the sides and blended through the back just a little bit because, again, I'm not really sure, especially right here, you can see how warm her hair is, how light we're going to be able to get. So I figured I'd play it safe and just do a little bit at a time to start. One thing that is a little bit harder with this service, because you could see at the very beginning of the video, she had such a harsh line of demarcation from her roots growing out that I knew it was going to be a little bit harder to blend into her roots, into her natural hair, so that it is a little bit softer looking. So I told her that as her hair continues to grow and the old color continues to grow out, we'll be able to blend a little bit more into her roots. That way she doesn't have such a harsh line. So you can see here, I'm really trying to blend those roots out, but there's still a little bit of a line, but it will go away over time. So now that I've gone through and I've done my panels blending into her roots, I'm going to go through and just kind of tease her ends just to kind of give more of an ombre effect to keep her brighter through her ends. And then we'll go back and do this whole service on the other side. Now that we're in the back area, we're just trying to go through and blend into her roots again, but we're just not going to do it as heavy as we did in the front and on the sides. We're still going to leave a lot of dimension in the back just because, for one, the other stylist didn't really do much of the underneath, and so I figured we'd preserve as much of her natural color as we could. So we're just blending a little bit, and then over time, if she wants to go brighter, we always can. And here's all the application that we did. You can see just super minimal through the back and heavier through the sides. And of course, Paul Mitchell for toning. I'm going a little bit heavier with the level 9s just because she does have a lot of warmth still. So I'm just adding a little bit of 10 to give it a little bit of lightness. But we generally need to stay in the 9 level just because that's going to help cool it down a little bit more than what a 10 would. And here's her before again, super brassy, uneven tones, a heavy line of demarcation. We were able to blend that out, cool her off a lot, and she got pretty bright. And then our goal is to continue working on getting brighter. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and I would be happy to get back to you.